Going live. What's going on, everybody? It's me, Sim, and other people may or may not show up. I don't know. Sub Sunday 35. Sim, go.
What city do you live in?
Anderson, South Carolina.
It's gonna be a little bit of a drive right now. Everyone, right now I'm looking to see how long of a drive it would take for Kelly to get from his current location. You said where in South Carolina?
Anderson.
Anderson. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I see it. How long it would take him to drive from Anderson, South Carolina to Cedar Point, which is in Ohio, which is America's roller coast. Probably one of the greatest amusement parks in the United States. I definitely recommend checking it out. Is there a common thing in Anderson that people do have to do every summer? Like, just because this is a tradition kind of in the area where I'm at, where you're an hour and a half drive away from one of the nation's top amusement parks. Why not make that drive? It's not bad, you know.
We're about 10 minutes from Lake Hartwell, so everybody goes to Lake Hartwell during the summer, and swims and boats and stuff like that. All that yuppie river crap.
It's a big lake.
It is a very big lake, and we're about an hour and a half from Six Flags over Georgia, and Whitewater, which is in Georgia, and then about 2.5 hours from Carowinds, I believe, which is in North Carolina. So I mean, we have two big-ass amusement parks and one big-ass water park within anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours from us.
Yeah?
Yep.
So that's like the thing to do then. So that's the summertime.
Well, see, I didn't spend any of my my teenage years here. I spent it down at the beach in Myrtle Beach. So the thing to do at Myrtle Beach was go down to the beach and, get drunk or stoned.
Whew. It says here it's a 10.5 hour drive. 10 hours without traffic, it says.
That's a hell of a ride.
Yeah, that sure is. Oh my god, that looks like a nightmare.
Yeah,
77 straight up, apparently.
Really?
Alternately, you could take 75 straight up as well. Probably take about 15 minutes more to get there, but dude, that's messed up. Have you ever like just driven across America, or just like had the desire to just say, you know what, fuck it, let's just drive across and just see what happens, just get lost?
Yes, but I've never done it. I think the biggest trip I've ever been on. Hold on, Beta Death. Yeah, the Q&A should be up on Google Plus. I did activate it. Well, if not, then just I'll check the comments on YouTube. The longest trip I've ever been on, and it's one of those trips that I regret, because it took so long, was 27 hours. We went from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, to Virginia, through Pennsylvania, to Chicago.
Quite a drive. How long was it?
It ended up 27 hours because we got lost.
I had heard that like kind of back in the day, I guess, parents and grandparents' age, is that like what they would do in the summertime was just everyone would just pile in their baby boom family, get into a wagon or whatever the hell, and they would just drive across America and like see, national monuments and like parks and shit like that. It's just like, that would suck. Pretty much your entire summer is spent in a car driving with your parents and brothers and sisters, uncomfortably so, I would imagine too. I mean, huge bench seats, pretty much.
If I had a old Woody station wagon, and enough money to do it, damn straight my kids would be strapped in the back of the car, and we'd be driving. I'm talking world's biggest ball of twine, everything.
Yeah, that part where the four states meet each other at one point.
Hold hands. Oh yeah, That's what I'm talking about. All right, everybody, ring around the rosy. We're all going to different states. I could have swore there was like a show or a movie that I saw where the dumbest law was that someone committed a crime at that point, and then they stepped over because the crime wasn't valid in the other state or something like that, and the cops just standing there just like, well, I guess I can't arrest you. You're in another state. The guy's like, yep, I outsmarted you once again, officer. So and so.
Well, you
Yeah.
did it, and then they walked away. It's just like that's just. First off, there's nobody there. Like it's just you guys that are there right now. There's no one around you. You can just commit a murder or a crime and just walk over and just be like, well, I did it again. You know, got away with it.
I'm sorry. If somebody walked over the border, I'd be like, here, hold my badge real quick. I'll be right back. Walk across, drag his ass back.
Right? It's like he's not the world's greatest criminal. You're just the world's dumbest cop.
Yep.
Just
That's
go there
basically
and
what it
hit
is.
him, man. What the hell?
Jesus.
If you were to drive, if you were to drive across America, though, and without a worry, you have like let's say a month carefree. Okay, whatever your situation is, you're a month carefree. Money is not a worry either, as well. Let's say you got a nice sized car. You know what? Let's say it's a rig. It's a kind of an RV type thing.
Okay.
You know, not too big. To where it's like unnecessary, but enough to suffice the needs, right?
Yeah.
What's the first place you go to from where you're at right now? Where's your first destination without thinking?
California.
Just drive all the way out west, right, and then work your way back.
I'm mapping out all the major, tourist traps throughout the United States, making it a 1-week trip there and a 1-week trip back. Because I've never really been off the East Coast, and I know some people are just saying it's just an ocean, but I don't care. I want to see the other ocean.
You've not been to the West Coast?
I've never been to the West Coast. I've the furthest off the East Coast I have ever been is Chicago and New Orleans.
It's a different way of life over there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you get to like the northern part, maybe Portland or Seattle, kind of that gloomy area up there always seems to be covered in a cloud.
Yeah, that's because of the rain, and just further up north it's kind of gloomy.
Yeah, that's how mountains work, right?
Yeah, exactly. And apparently that was The Simpsons you were talking about with the cops and the state line.
Was it The Simpsons?
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I bet that. So this last 2 weeks I've been going to the gym, and my goal is Monday through Friday, and sometimes on Saturday if I have the energy. I go Monday, Tuesday, and then I do weights on Monday and Tuesday, upper body on Monday, lower body on Tuesday, and then cardio. Wednesday I do cardio, so that way I have that day off from doing weights, give my body a chance to heal. And then Thursday I pick up upper body, Friday I do lower body, and then of course my cardio pretty much every day. And then Saturday if I go, I just do more cardio, because I want to be able to get my lungs back to what they were when I was before I started smoking.
Yeah.
And yesterday I did the 350. I squatted 315 pounds. Now I can only do so much of a squat because of my knees. They're not strong enough to support my body and plus extra weight like that. And I didn't go down as far as I needed to. But once again, when you have 350 pounds and then an extra 315 pounds on top of it, and your knees are not the most secure thing in the world, you're going to do what you can do, okay?
Was this brought on by maybe a point in your age where you realized that, oh, I can't do that anymore?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
It was completely brought on by, there was a chick and a dude, boyfriend and girlfriend there, and he was trying to, figure out what his max was, and he got the 225, and I walked over and I did 225 5 times, which also didn't help when I did 315.
I meant the workout in general, that part where you're just like, ooh, I need to start making a change, going, regularly and get fit again. Yeah,
I'm at that point in my life where I'm tired of not being able to tie my shoes without wheezing like an asthma attack.
That's
because my stomach gets in the way and my knee, and then I end up like this, and I'm like, I gotta tie.
I think Louis C.K. referred to it as trying to fold a bowling ball.
Yes. Exactly. And I'm sitting there going, the other day, and I'm like, you know what? This gym is $15 a month. This is gonna happen. I'm gonna get this weight off. I don't particularly want huge size. Hell no. I just want to get rid of this and make what I have even prettier than it already is.
Yeah, sure. It's hard to do it by yourself, though. Are you going to be doing it with anybody else? Is there a support unit there for you?
My wife is going to, so we're there together doing stuff.
Sure.
So, but it's also I'm making her go because of her diabetes, and it's going to help her stay in shape and deal with stuff like that.
It gets addicting. Once you start seeing that little bit of a result, you're like, oh, okay, and more and more and more you go and start seeing more results. It gets addicting, especially as a gamer. You'll probably see it as more of that too.
Yeah. Eventually, I want to get what is it, a nerd desk, I guess.
What's
And
that?
what a nerd desk is it's a gamer's desk, and what it does is it has a sitting position and a standing position. You can actually literally, and you wire everything correctly, and say you've been gaming for a while, you can hit a button and it raises the desk to standing position, so you have to stand up and game.
Oh, that's I could use that. There's
It
some
makes
people at my
perfect sense.
office that have their cubes raised to they're standing and they're working the entire time.
See, that's brilliant because it keeps you moving. See, if I had one, I'd be standing here working and shuffling. My feet would be moving. I'd be active the entire time.
My back.
Yep, your back would be a hell of a lot better shape too.
Oh, my back.
See,
Yeah,
and I know I will never be sim size. I will never be your size, dude.
you don't want to be this size. It's a fucking curse, is what it is. People are no, it's getting so. Listen, you don't understand. Like everyone has their own problems. Okay, I'm not saying that anyone's is worse than the other ones, but everyone has their own, and they're gonna deal with it. Judgment doesn't just go one way. Judgment happens from all points. So, no matter who
Yeah.
you are, nobody's perfect. Everyone's gonna have a finger pointed at them and say, hey, you don't look this way, and you can go fuck yourself. That's what I'm trying to say.
There you go.
That's what I'm trying to say.
If you don't like the way I look, you can go fuck yourself.
Are you gonna hit this or pass? So like, what the hell's going on, buddy? Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm fine with that. I don't expect to ever be, as small as you. I expect to get rid of my belly, get rid of my double D's.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
Little bit of help.
and make my upper body strong. My lower body has always been strong. When I was 21, we loaded the leg press up with weights to see how much I could push, and I pushed 1,100 two times.
There you go.
And that was the last time I ever did that,
Yeah.
because 1,100 is a hell of a weight, and but I was also 8 years younger, 9 years younger, so
Mhm.
you can do that stuff. But
Yeah,
I want to
that's,
get my upper body back in shape and a little bit stronger, so that way I'm.
Did Rich just ask what the hell I know about working out? Just like, look, have you seen a mirror, Rich? Like, what the fuck do you know about working out, bro?
Shit, shots fired.
He doesn't think about what he says sometimes. It's like, all right,
No.
man. I mean,
But that's why we like Rich, because sometimes. What's funny? Okay, this is something that came up. Everybody was talking about this, and I was like, they're like, Rich is so annoying. I said, you don't know Rich. You know Rich's persona on Crewcast: obnoxious, annoying, never stops talking, interrupts everybody, and has a loud persona. But as soon as that shit turns off, he's different.
what the fuck, Rich?
I know. He's like, yeah, man, take it easy. I'll talk to you later. And it's like everybody does that. Everybody does that. Everybody plays a character to some extent, and then when the character is over with, everybody's completely different. You're like, who the hell am I talking to? Who are you?
Do you feel like you play a character, or when you do one of these, like you switch it into internet mode?
Some things. Like, I know, like I went back and watched one of my Sub Sundays, like really early on, and then I watched a more recent one, and I know I've got more obnoxious.
Yeah.
To put on, a little bit more of a character, sarcastic person. And, I didn't really realize I was doing it until somebody, one, pointed it out, and two, I went back and looked. I'm like, God, I am doing that. And so, sometimes I got to reel it in, and then sometimes I let it go. It's like tag. Tag, I let that loud, obnoxious part of myself go.
Yeah.
And let it run, because, that's kind of the point of the show.
That's the release, though. That's
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
But
you know, it is what it is.
exactly.
I feel that if I were to do it though, it's the best way I can put it is like, let's say you have a scale of 1 to 10 of how much you turn it up to I guess perceive the attitude of the hell you're trying to do. Some people might crank it up like all the way. I think mine's like just a few notches, maybe like a 3 or something like that. But yeah, I guess you're right. Some points I'll turn it up. Other points it's like I don't know. I don't know. It depends on how many I've had to drink, I guess.
There you go. Depends on what's in your vaporizer, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why I stick to smoking because when I drink, I turn into an asshole. Like I just start yelling out stuff without even thinking of any consequence, and a lot of people don't like that.
we need
Apparently I
to,
just yell. That's it.
we need to have a we need to have a drunk crew cast one night.
I don't know if that would work out. The last time actually the only time I think we did that, it was with Boss Jedi, and that was also the first night that the M bomb was dropped on Crewcast. A lot of stuff happened that night. Actually, it was one of the old ones. So
Nice. Tell Sim stuff his face with bean paste hippie nerd. From Rich with love.
okay, thanks, Rich. I guess I will. You know, it's and then step
Sim's
outside
like,
can continue to look fabulous. You know, I guess.
that's right. Sim's like, don't hate because I'm in shape and well, you're a shape.
Lean, but there's some definition, I guess. I mean, and Melissa stays happy with it, so and that's all right. She pushes me to work out because she doesn't want just to be stick and bones. She wants some to be some definition. So
Okay. Well, see,
it's on her.
You're a forced vegan, I guess.
I call it at home vegan.
At home. Okay.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. So anything that's like prepared or anything here that's vegan, I mean, I'm gonna eat it. You know, she cooks me dinner, and yeah, I'm gonna eat it. And no lie, it's good. Like we're at a point right now to where we know what we like, we know what tastes good, we know how to make it, and so it tastes good when we make it. But
Yeah.
when I'm like not here, when I'm out with let's say dinner with family or lunches at work or something like that, yeah, I mean I'll have meat or like fish. Like sushi's too damn good to not have. So,
Mhm.
but my diet has changed. A lot of cheese stays out now. Yep. And then a lot of white meat now too. No more red meat anymore. So no more.
What?
Yeah, no more beef, no more bacon, no more
Oh,
steak.
bro. Look,
Just chicken,
do
turkey.
I could do without the beef for the most part, but the bacon, bro? No.
Bacon's tough, but I'll tell you what was the easiest was the dairy. If you cut that shit out, all of a sudden you just don't crave it anymore. Like I just don't even crave the cheese. I used to drink milk, like gallons of milk a week.
Yeah.
It was delicious. Just wake up in the morning, just big old glass of milk, and I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Mhm.
But once you get off of it, man, it's like crack. You know, you go through that withdrawal for a little bit, but now I don't even want it.
I love milk too much, unfortunately.
Dude, I loved it. Right, some 2%. I was all about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to take me serious with this thing on, isn't it?
What the hell?
What?
I like your hat.
No, thank you. Um, Detective 9, you got to send me an email, and then we'll go from there. Probably no pool workouts in the future, Beta Death. Captain Beer 97, yes, I've played Warface. Have you ever played Warface, Sim?
No, I have not played Warface.
It's
Although I had a few friends who were highly addicted to it, and then I stopped talking to them. Probably because they started to play more Warface. You know, people play separate games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it seems to just kind of split. I had a lot of Call of Duty friends that I don't talk to as much as I used to, just because I'm on League of Legends now.
I hear you. All right, I can't do it with this mask.
I thought it was pretty with it. That red ginger beard under it really added to the flavor of the patriotism.
That's right. Red, white, and blue. Extra red!
It's like, Is that a Scotsman? Is that a barbarian wearing that? American Libre mask?
Um, well, it's the U.S. Well, the title of the mask is it's the U.S. Brazil World 2014 Brazil World Cup Lucha Libre mask.
Oh, are you gonna watch the finals today?
Yeah, U.S. lost, so I'm kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, like the rest of America, right?
Um, I'll keep track of the score. I'm one of those secret ones that keep track of the score but don't really watch it because I
Yeah,
want to know.
if it's on, I'll catch it. But yeah, I need to. Yeah, exactly. Just gotta find the time to actually sit down and watch it, and it sucks because there's so much things I want to do, but it's like when Saturday comes, suddenly it just filled up. It's like I don't remember any of this weekend being planned in advance. It just kind of sprung on me at the Friday night where it's like, oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do this. Fucking hell. Oh,
I
God,
had
I get my haircut today. Oh, man.
I had a plan today and that kind of went to hell, and then I'm gonna try to make the plan work out, but I don't know if it will or not. So.
Oh, God damn, I gotta get a fucking haircut today. I just remembered. Oh, I gotta go to the grocery store today, too.
Getting old, dude.
Oh, my God. What do I gotta do? Whatever. I care about the World Cup a little bit, just because pushing it a little bit more kind of I don't know, it gives something, I don't know, an uplifting thing, you know. I mean, something to focus on a little bit more rather than, I don't know, some shit that's going on in like Syria and right now. Oh, what's going on in the World Cup? You know, you can maybe see an awesome play or something like that. You can appreciate the athleticism that goes on in soccer. Those guys, running back and forth like that sucks, man.
Yes, I actually used to play. I played soccer when I was younger, and yeah, I don't know. Today I wouldn't even be able to do that remotely.
I love it. I haven't been playing it recently because of the building move, but
Yeah.
I enjoy soccer a lot.
Dylan Fraser asked if I still care about the World Cup. I do, but I'm not going to watch it because once again, it's like the U.S. is gone. Brazil got stomped by Germany. That was just an ass beating. Brazil was supposed to be one of the top teams, and they just got destroyed.
Yeah, that's part of the game, man. That's what happens.
Yeah, but I have to give it to the U.S. man. They faced a completely different level team, and they did well. I mean, actually, well, the offense didn't do very well because Tim Howard had to block 16 goals.
Yeah.
But they still did well because of because it was actually just a really good game.
Soccer talk.
Yeah. But
we'll see. It's gonna be a big thing. It's going on right now, actually, isn't it? Or no, it's going on in a couple hours.
yeah, who's playing today? Do you know?
It's Germany and Argentina for the finals. Yesterday was for third place, and Brazil again got their asses kicked, 0-3, and Netherlands will take the third place.
I bet you every Brazilian person right now is crying in their house because they got stomped.
It's how sports works, right? I mean, sorry, you could be winning one day and then you just lost, man. All it takes is one loss.
Yeah, I saw some memes about that. It was pretty brutal, actually. Sorry, Kelly, go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, the 2022 World Cup, and that's not the next one, the one after, is supposed to take place in a town that doesn't even exist yet.
Wonderful.
Yep.
What? Why?
I have no clue, but they had marked the site in the country. I don't remember the country. I'm probably quoting the hell out of this, and somebody's gonna be like, "You're wrong! You're wrong! Your information is all wrong!
Wrong.
Keyboard samurai time! You are a noob!" But this is from what I remember reading about it. Is apparently the site where they chose to do it doesn't actually exist yet. The town doesn't exist yet. There's plans for it in the future, and then they said they'll do the World Cup there.
I don't understand.
This is for soccer, correct?
Yeah.
Well, apparently they were planning about in the country they were planning on developing the city there, and then they said they would do the World Cup there or something like that. I don't know the entire story, but that was what I generally read, and it's been like 2 weeks since I read it, so it's probably been skewed to about 5 different stories, and it's something very simple that I'm not saying right.
That town should just be like Soccer Town.
Exactly.
It should be just like a soccer-themed area and shit like that. I constantly dream that like the world is just like a giant fucking RPG, and everywhere you go, like the towns are just like, oh, like look at this. This is a fun little brick town or some shit like that, and this is a fun little
What kind of RPG?
Village.
Are we talking old school RPG where your friends follow behind you in a trail?
No, yeah, well, I get you on.
Or they merge into you? Huh?
No, tail behind you because I don't know. That's how it was in my journeys where it's just like, oh,
you got tail behind.
Yeah,
everyone's following me.
Everyone's following you. Okay.
Everyone's following, contributing Star Ocean style or some shit like that,
Yeah,
it's just like,
exactly.
Yeah, but everywhere you go, you're just like, oh, this is a soccer-themed village. Like, this is fun, Hey,
yeah, the town hall is a giant soccer ball.
Yeah, exactly.
And the water tower is a giant cup.
I don't see why they wouldn't have, like, if they to make this, like, the last city
happen.
For World Cup. Like, every World Cup, this is all soccer, or football. Sorry, I don't mean to whatever the hell. And, yeah, it could just be there. Like, there's no more cities that suck because that really brings in a lot of
revenue
income.
For the city.
But it also brings in a lot of crime and shit too.
It's true.
I'm sure the crime rate and rape goes up a lot too.
Yeah, but certain countries they bring in security forces. Like when we held the Olympics, they sent in the military for certain events. Like they had the military guarding the actual front entrance, and if something went wrong, they were there.
That's right. James was sitting there at the front entrance with an AR-15 going, I'm sorry, mate. I didn't mean to shoot you, eh? Okay, I'm sorry.
Two things. First, we don't have an AR-15. We've got a much more advanced weapon. And secondly, I was taking basic training at that time.
Ah, gotcha.
This was like 4 years ago.
Ah, okay. Mr. Skillzor7, you do not have to be a patron to be on Sub Sunday. Sim's not a patron, but James is. Becoming a patron is your choice. It always helps me. The support gets cycled right back into the channel for giveaways. Helps me build my new computer, stuff like that. You just got to email me, and you got to remind me that you emailed me so I get a chance to talk to you, because somebody might email me and I'll completely forget about them emailing me because I got, I'm married, kids, a job, and this is my part-time fun stuff. So yeah, my email's in the description. I believe it should be. Hold on, let me double check.
So are you still doing the app coding thing?
Yeah, dude, it's still going on.
How's that going for you?
It is a interesting.
It's going.
It's going.
Right.
It's going very, very, very interestingly. So let's just say that it's
interesting.
Yeah, because I finally have the source code of the app, and I have that shit like on a cryptid thing here, hiding it secretly, so that way nothing happens. And I'm looking at this thing and I'm going, yeah, I don't know enough yet.
Yeah, that's how I feel about what I'm doing now. It's like I'd like to know more, but I just want to be finished with it.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit to learn how to do all this stuff, but I'm working on it. I made my first app. It was a note-taking app, and it's very basic, very simple. It is very basic, very simple, and it took me a week to make.
There you go.
Yeah, so
it's not my boat.
So do you guys care about LeBron going back to Cleveland?
Who's LeBron?
LeBron
James. He went from the Cleveland Cavaliers to Miami Heat. Now he's going back.
Like I said, who's LeBron?
Right.
Right.
I don't watch professional sports.
Detective 9, the World Cup will be on ESPN.
Uh, LeBron James is, I guess, a lot of people would argue the best basketball player in the league right now. But it was a big deal because he started off his professional career at Cleveland, the Cavaliers, his hometown, and they never won a championship, but they got pretty damn close. They did really good, really well actually with anything like that. But after that, he left to go to the Miami Heat. He's not listening, is he?
No, he's muted. His dad's in the background. But you know what's better than LeBron James? This.
Oh, there you go. Do you watch that? Do you watch Game of Thrones?
I haven't seen the 4th season because, it's not updated on the PlayStation Network and out of HBO. But yeah. I've seen the first 3 seasons. However, I do know what happens in the entire 4th season because I just held up the 5th book. So I've read everything that's going to happen. So, I know all your plot spoilers and whatnot.
I Googled ahead and I cheated, actually. I needed to. I knew that there was a lot that they were leaving out from the book to the show, and which there are a lot. And that's bummer.
Certain things happen in reverse and whatnot. Okay, the first season and the second season, they were pretty well spot on. But in the second season, it kind of goes a little bit off. And in the 3rd season, it's like, well, what the fuck happened here? That's completely ass different.
What are you guys talking about?
Game of Thrones.
Well, yeah, we figured that you had turned down whatever we were talking about before. Which I forgot what it was.
LeBron going back to Cleveland, it's a big thing. He's going home. Good for him. I'm glad he's going home.
Well, the thing is, because when he left Cleveland, they were so
what the fuck?
They had public burnings.
The fuck, Kelly?
Look at the link. It's funny.
What the fuck?
I survived. Suck it, Schrodinger.
I can only see it survived because the bottom half is it's not coming out properly for me.
Suck it, Schrodinger. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I know they had public burnings and there was a lot of hate for him leaving. But didn't he turn down a crap load of money to go back to the Cavs?
He's going back now. He said something about his integrity.
I don't know. Either way, I don't know what the hell it means. But I think is he just gonna go there and win him a championship or two and then leave? He's getting old. He ain't getting younger, LeBron. Sorry,
he's getting to Michael Jordan age, isn't he?
Yeah, that's probably why Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett were both traded, and it's just they're getting fucking old too.
It happens.
Everyone's getting old.
You know what? Here in about 2 weeks, there's going to be a new star basketball player that came out of nowhere.
He's 29 years old, and you say he's getting old.
Yeah.
In basketball, that's ancient.
Yeah, I mean, you got a 29-year-old guy who's been, his body's getting run down. He's been playing basketball for a little bit longer, so his body's just kind of, even though it's in good condition, I'm sure, but you got a 19, 20-year-old, who's
going to move faster, jump higher than he will ever again. It's baseball players have something like a 5 or 6 year career, and that's it. After that, they're done because they've hit the age of I give about 10 years roughly, right around 28 to 30. That's the end of their career because they can't pitch anymore, really. They can't run as fast.
Yeah, American football players too.
No, I mean, there are probably some older baseball players, and they kept playing. I know Ruth played until he was.
Cal Ripken Jr. played into, was it his 40s or 50s?
Yeah,
40s. Wasn't there some older baseball player that got caught with steroids too, just trying to keep up? He was some brand new dude.
Maybe.
He was known for all his home runs, like Babe Ruth or something.
Oh, you're talking about
he was a really brand new American player. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he broke Ruth and Aaron's records, and he was doing roids or something like that. He was doing performance enhancements.
Mm.
Yep. Yeah, it was.
So, I don't know the whole story. I know, like, the average football... No, the average football player's career is, like, a year. We hear about these guys that go years and years and years, but we don't hear about these guys that play for one season, and then they don't play again.
Yeah, that happens a lot, too.
Yep. Happens in all the sports.
Yeah,
Blows out
and
a knee.
Yeah, you could do that. Or even, but sometimes it just could just be that you're sitting on the bench and you're just not, you're just not putting in the effort too. I mean, yeah, whether if it's a injury that you got in practice or something like that, it's just a lot of people are just there in case somebody get injured and they need someone to back up. That's why they got like 3 or 4 strings of positions and lines ready to go.
Yep. All right, so we've been grinding it out on sports for like the last 10, 20 minutes. Let's change the subject.
Game of Thrones, but you just shot that down, went right back to sports.
Yeah, sports. Gotta talk.
Yeah. Sports.
Yeah, like I don't care about sports whatsoever.
Yeah,
Get the bread eating beer. All right.
You know what though? I rented Anchorman 2 from the Canucks the other night. Horrible movie. Holy fuck, it was bad.
No, the first half was fantastic, and then the last half happened, and you're just like...
Well, guess where I stopped watching? Right around the hour mark. Like, Ron Burgundy went to his girlfriend's house for dinner, and I'm like, yeah, this movie's just being stupid.
When I got to the lighthouse, that's when I was just like, what the... Like, none of this is necessary. I didn't bother watching that.
I literally stopped watching when they got to the dinner scene, and I Wikipedia'd it. I found out there was a fight, and I went and watched that horseshit.
That was a good one. There was a lot of cameos in that.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but if you're watching a movie called Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, and you don't expect it to be stupid,
hey, that movie was good.
Hold on. Please, hand the movie attendant your money and wallet and walk out because you're an idiot. It's like people were like Dumb and Dumber. Okay, first of all, Dumb and Dumber was intended to be a stupid movie. People were like, that movie was stupid. Did you not read the title?
It's pretty dumb.
Yeah, it's really dumb. The movie is meant to be dumb. They're making a second one with Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 20 years later. It looks absolutely stupid. I will enjoy watching it.
Yeah, but my problem with Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, awesome movie. The Legend Continues, not so much. They dumbed down a lot of the characters. Like, in the first one, they show the characters as being competent, right? In this one, they're like, Harrison Ford basically says, you're the worst fucking Anchorman possible. Ron Burgundy. Yeah, he said, like, you're the worst Anchorman ever. And in the first movie, he said, they showed him as being, like, the best possible. And it shows how Ron Burgundy consistently fucked up. The only good thing was like the fight scene. That was pretty awesome. Where Will Smith calls in a fighter jet and all that shit. Yeah, Will Smith makes a cameo. He gets on this old school 70s radio and calls in like the Blue Angel. And the Blue Angel airstrikes it with a bunch of bullets.
Yeah.
And they brought in John C. Reilly to play the ghost of Stonewall Jackson. So he's just going around sucking people's souls out. And there was a Minotaur, and
there's a lot of nonsense in that shit.
Oh fuck! Then Vince Vaughn comes in. That was the best part of the fight.
Yeah.
His team takes all lets their gas tanks flow out underneath the other guy's news team, and he lights a cigarette and blows them up. Holy fuck! That was awesome.
That sounds painful. So there's a movie I was psyched up for last month, Edge of Tomorrow. Whole time loop Tom Cruise movie, and I finally watched it, and I'm like, this was awesome.
I want one of those suits.
I know.
I want it.
I was not disappointed in that movie at all.
Really, I really want to go see it, dude. And
I want one of those suits.
Yeah, dude. The exoskeleton is fucking fantastic. We need those in real life now. Not in like 20 years. I mean now. We need them like now.
It's got good reviews. It's got fantastic reviews. 8.1 on IMDb.
Yeah.
I didn't understand how it went from the trailers, but once they actually explained it,
Well,
because
see, this is the nice part. The trailers didn't ruin the movie.
I know, right? Because in one trailer he's a major, which is a senior officer, and then the next trailer
He's a
I saw,
private.
he's a
And
private.
there is
Like, what the hell?
there is no explanation of why he goes from major to private. Hell,
It does.
you
It explains
don't
everything.
even, from the first preview, you don't even know he's in the Army until
They
he
do.
wakes up and he says, "Come on, private," and you're like, "What?"
Oh yeah. No,
You think he's like
says, wake up,
criminal.
Maggot.
You
Wake
think
up,
he's
maggot.
criminal because he's
Yeah.
handcuffed. What did he do to get thrown in the Army? Is he a draft dodger? They don't explain to you that he was in the military before all this.
All right, let's keep the spoilers to a minimum here.
All right, we're not gonna
My
spoil
bad.
it, but I've got one question. How does an officer not know how to use a weapon? Because he keeps repeatedly asking, "How do I turn the safety off?" What the fuck?
Well, see, he might have got through basic before they had the suits.
Now he seemed like he was a newer officer. But let's keep the spoilers to a minimum because Sim doesn't want us to ruin the movie.
Yeah, thank
Yep.
you.
Yep. Sim, I highly suggest it. I was not disappointed in it at
Good
all.
movie.
Yeah,
But
no,
I want one
definitely
of those
wanna see
fucking
it.
suits.
The graphics looked great.
My only question is, couldn't they have come up with a better deployment system? Because it's like they were parachuting into the battle.
That's not
'Cause
your only question. You've already asked 2 questions.
No, I mean like the
Your
most
only
serious
other
question possible. Like, they have this string, like, it's like you're parachuting in. You press this button, and it drops the floor out from underneath you, and you fall into the battle. Like, you just, like, hit the beach with your feet first. How the fuck is that supposed to work properly? Like, even in Halo, they had drop ships, like drop pods, coming down,
I don't know.
rather than you just hitting the ground.
It's like
I'm gonna have to see this so I can be that guy too. It's just like, you know what? No, this was wrong.
Well, seriously, unless the suit absorbs the impact, you're gonna be breaking limbs because
See,
it's
that's-
dropping from 300 feet plus.
But if you look at the suit, it probably does.
Like, is
probably
it like a
has-
Halo Spartan suit?
Well, think about it.
That's
His strength was increased. His movement was increased. He could jump higher, run faster.
But
So,
that's
I mean-
the Master Chief. These are just regular human beings.
Okay. No, I'm talking about like the mech suit. Okay. On to another subject. With Sim sitting back, like, man, I want to watch this movie, guys. This isn't fair. I can't include myself in this conversation.
little bit.
You need to stop about it. But it is a mech suit. It's supposed to enhance the basic abilities of the regular human.
Yeah.
Okay. So we would not have Halo without crap.
It's crap people say.
Hold on. Heinlein's Starship Trooper. Starship Trooper was written, I don't even remember when it was written, but Master Chief, not the movie, the book. Master Chief is Johnny Rico. Okay?
You think so?
Yeah, dude. Master Chief, John is Master Chief's real name.
Yeah, that's true. His name's
Johnny
John.
Rico.
Is it really?
Yeah, John. He's called John by Cortana in I think Halo 2 or 3.
I bet you his last name starts with an R also. Okay.
He
First of
doesn't
all,
have a last name. He doesn't even have a fucking picture.
Starship Troopers, not the crappy movie. In the book, they have full-size mech suits that they get into. They have full mech suits. They have battle armor, and then they have a small exoskeleton that's underneath the battle armor, and then they have their skin suit. So theoretically, they can drop into the mechs, blow off the mechs, go through their battle armor, blow off their battle armor, wearing their little exoskeleton that's underneath it, get through that, and then run away with their skin suits on, and they'll be fine.
Nice.
See,
Yeah,
that was actually shown in the third movie. Why didn't that never appear until Johnny Rico was a full colonel?
Because some bad decisions were made in the 90s. That's really what it was. I mean, a lot of people didn't like the movie at all.
That's an awesome movie.
Well, because they
I-
focused a lot on the action. They just wanted it to be aliens, and let's go in there and just shoot up a bunch of aliens, not focus on the clear message in Starship Troopers, just kind of the politics behind it. And that's what conveys a lot in the books too. Same with, you know what, Halo reminded me, because I had never played Halo, and I was like, okay, someone fill me in what it's about. And they told me what it's about, and I was like, well, you just kind of described Ringworld, which was like a 1970s like as a book, and it's about pretty much like this, you know, we made like this world that's like a ring around kind of like a source or an energy type thing, and just kind of harvest the energy pretty much.
Oh God.
But it was written in the, you know, what story is original nowadays, man? It's like you can find anything that's related to everything else. Like, oh well, it was influenced by this.
Well, it's like Game of Thrones. We wouldn't have Game of Thrones if it wasn't for Tolkien. Okay? We wouldn't have Halo if it wasn't for Heinlein. We wouldn't have half of this crap if it wasn't for these writers in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s. I'm going to say after the 60s, I'll give a couple original things in the 70s, but there wasn't much original crap after that. We're at the point where we're making 80s movies.
Yeah. Apparently Tolkien fought in one of the world wars.
Yeah, he was in World War I.
Yeah, I Wikipedia'd him one day. He sounds like a giant-ass douchebag.
No. He was an awesome guy.
No, like his actual excerpts from his journals made onto his Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
He sounds like the sort of person that would just get punched the fuck out. He believes that you should conduct yourself as an officer and a gentleman sort of person. Those guys tend to be pricks a lot of the time. Like, just from what he written in his journal, it's like, dude, no, you shouldn't be anywhere near the front. He was a signals officer or something like that.
There was a, who the fuck was it, man? There was, oh, here it is. Bob Ross was in the Air Force.
Who's Bob Ross?
The guy with the fro and he paints the happy little tree.
Oh, Bob Ross, gotcha.
Yeah, a lot of really famous people used to be in the military. Like, you know, from the 50s and 40s, they actually went and served.
It was the thing to do. Elvis did it, damn it.
Yeah. Well, see,
Elvis was in the Air Force.
It comes down to a very simple fact. In the 40s, the 50s, parts of the 60s, when you went into the military, you were serving your country. You had pride in what you did. And then Vietnam happened, and the 80s, the 90s, and people were just hating on the military. And it's like, guys, what you don't understand is the military is the reason the United States is the United States, because Joe Schmo down the road picked up a rifle and fought back the redcoats, and you know, we fought against that stuff, and it's insane that people don't take pride in serving in the military anymore. I've met a lot of people that have joined the military. Hold on a minute. In America, and they're there for the GI Bill to go to college, and they act like complete asses while they're in there. And it's like, dude, okay, I get it. You're here for the 4 years in the GI Bill. Why you're in for your 4 years? Take fucking pride in the fact that you are serving a great country, not the politics, not the politicians. You're serving us, the American people. You're defending us. Take pride in it.
Correction, Elvis was in the Army, apparently.
Yes, Elvis was in the Army. And Walt Disney and what the hell was his name?
Even Kennedy served in the military.
Yep, Kennedy broke his back in the military after he saved PT-109.
Yeah, he was in the United States Navy or something like that, which is okay. Your Navy's significantly more badass than ours, but still.
No, his ship his PT boat got
Yeah, I read the whole thing. His ship got blown up, and shunning surrender, his men charged in and took a bunch of Japanese prisoners, or some shit like that.
Yeah, he also dragged a bunch of people to shore with a busted back.
Yeah.
So I mean, Kennedy is one of our war heroes. It's like a lot of our presidents served in the military. You know.
Yeah.
Our first official president, Washington, man, he was there, you know, fighting the redcoats.
It's a general, but he did retreat a lot.
Yeah, Washington was in Assassin's Creed 3. You can actually kill him.
Nice.
It says that you failed the mission because you killed him, but he's clearly wearing a British uniform.
They were all British at that point. I
He's
mean, I
either
hate to
just
say
wearing
it.
a British uniform or a blue coat. One of the two.
Here's an interesting fact. Abraham Lincoln. He was a store clerk, he was a wrestler, and he was a lawyer. When he was a store clerk before he became a lawyer while he was going to school, he used to wrestle on the side to make money. He and I'm not talking like wrestling like today. Wrestling back then was bare knuckle boxing.
Just fucking
Yeah.
fisticuffs, right?
Yeah, and I'm talking he was a fucking brute.
Nice.
Somebody I read something about this. Somebody tried to like attack him one day, and he beat him to beat him to a bloody pulp. Put his ass in the hospital.
So what happened?
Yeah.
When did he start killing the vampires?
That was in between. That's why he had to train. You know, that's why he was doing
Wonderful.
wrestling.
It makes sense.
And how and this is the cool part. How he kept in shape was he split wood to keep himself in shape. So that whole thing with him in the axe and cutting wood is legit. He would tell everybody in the town he was staying at to bring him their wood. And there were accounts of people saying it sounded like 3 people were splitting wood at the same time whenever he was cutting wood.
What a guy.
He was a badass man.
To answer your question as to why people don't take pride in the military anymore, a lot of it is they think it's just like the movies. Being in the military is nothing like the movies whatsoever.
No,
especially the movies based on the American military.
Yep.
It's not fucking same thing.
No.
100%. It's different.
It's different. And, you know, I mean, there are people out there that take great pride in serving. And, you know, I'm not calling out specific people. So if you take offense to what I said, I'm sorry. I'm not taking a pot shot. But I've met a lot of people that are like that. And it kind of hurts my feelings. I couldn't serve. So, I mean, that's...
The thing is, like, you join up, you think it's going to be like the movies. And after a couple of years, or even a couple months, you become disillusioned with the whole thing, right? You find out what it's really like. You're not going to be the guy going over and fighting and coming back a war hero. You're just the guy that's going and doing his job every day.
Yep. The only difference is you got a government job, and you could be thrown into a military, a situation like that.
Like, I've been in the military for 4.5 years. The farthest I've gone is Virginia and down in the States. I went to Fort Pickett and Fort Lee. Fort Lee is a much nicer base. Fort Pickett is a shithole. There are trees growing out of the buildings there. There are legit trees growing out the windows that they can't cut down. I don't understand that. There is a trailer park on the base. I also don't understand that, but apparently that's where the lower-ranking soldiers can buy housing. Because we have stuff like that here, but it's actual houses and apartments. But apparently it was a National Guard's base. So they said that the state paid for some of the base. So, like, the roads were there, so it had a college on the base itself. It was different.
Okay. So, on to another subject.
You got one?
No, I don't have one. I'm completely subjectless today.
Battlefield Hardline?
Oh, what? The new Battlefield DLC?
Yeah.
How about this?
I watched Frankie play that. Frankie on 1080p, or whatever his YouTube name is. He's a British guy that does commentary. He does really good work. Like, he was showing the beta play of it, and he's like, yeah, this game's alright, but it was different because you're not playing as a soldier. You're playing as a police officer or a criminal. So, like, there's aspects of go get the money, go get this, go get that.
Yeah, it reminds me of Payday.
Yeah, kind of. In the let's get the money, but you're also, like, zap-strapping people. It's weird. Because you're trying to arrest them, not kill them in certain instances.
What? Well, I mean, it could kind of be like Infamous,
like,
too.
It's kind of like, it's like you're a police officer, so you're not shooting to kill, you're shooting to wound or capture. So you can legit capture the enemy by zap-strapping like in Payday. I'll find the video and link it to you on Steam or something, Kelly.
All right, so we're gonna move over to this because this yeah, dude. Go ahead, Sim. This is your gym.
I'm watching the video of this too right now. Apparently, Sony signed a 8th grade heavy metal band on a $1.7 million contract. 8th grade, 3 kids, playing metal music. I'm watching a video of them doing Coachella 2014 right now, and I mean, it sounds like an 8th grade metal band.
Yeah.
It's an 8th grade metal band. I don't know how the hell they got up there. I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but you know, they're kids. Sound like
They're
they're in
just
8th
gonna.
grade.
Here's one of those things: that they're gonna catch a lot of shit.
You think so?
Not they don't they don't sound bad at all, actually, but they're gonna catch a lot of shit if they make it really big, and it's because and it's one of the this is one of those things I'm gonna regret saying. It's because of metal is predominantly is dominated by white metal bands or European metal bands, and Homeboy got a fro going on, and I'm loving the fro, and they sound solid, but it's kind of like they're gonna catch a lot of shit.
Yeah, they're gonna try to break it, and it's gonna be a little harder for them.
Oh,
But yeah,
some fros.
the video I was talking about is called "Worth Buying: Battlefield Hardline Beta" by Frankie on PC and 1080p, and it's been linked.
Sim crashed. It'll be back in a minute.
That sucks. But yeah, like
I don't really care about Battlefield Hardline. I played the demo. I got in the beta or whatever it was, and I could care less, honestly.
yeah,
I'm looking at this going, I got Payday 2.
Yeah, it'll probably
I got
be a
Payday
game.
1.
I might buy it when it becomes a lot cheaper, but no, I'm not gonna buy it straight up because I played Battlefield 4. I've got the platinum trophy on the PS4. I'm kind of really disappointed that they're bringing out a new game. Like Battlefield's the game that comes out every 3 to 4 years, not yearly. Now you're bringing out a game the year after you brought out Battlefield 4, which isn't finished for gameplay yet. You can still spawn with a weapon and ammunition for like 10 seconds into the match. Fuck, stupid. You're just like frozen on my screen, Kelly. Oh, there you go.
I don't know. I don't know what to even say about Battlefield Hardline.
You know what I'm looking forward to? Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah, there's something pulling power on. System resources. All right. What? Yeah.
I said I was looking forward to Shadows of Mordor.
Okay, I got kicked Sim.
Sam,
Yeah,
are you gonna invite him?
Me too, ish.
It's only gonna be good for next gen though. If you have a last gen console,
He's got the link.
if you have a last gen console, it's not gonna be as good for you for when you gotta play Shadows of Mordor. Because they're not gonna put the Nemesis system
What is going
in the
on
last
here?
gen.
Hold on a second, James. Hold on. Yeah. So, all right. Let's see if we can get Sim back in here.
Alright.
Oh, damn. Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah, it's supposed to drop on October 7th, the same day as Dragon Age. So I'm only gonna get Shadows of Mordor for the PS4. No Dragon Age for me. Because second Dragon Age felt a little lesser than the original for me. Because you couldn't take your companion's weapons, giving you weapons. They were stuck with the weapons that they had. Kelly's just like zoned out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's sucking up so much processor.
On your computer?
Because I got something that's eating my.
Are you trying to upload a video?
I mean, I know I have an older system, but nope. Oh, hey, it's Patrick Stewart's birthday today.
Cool.
The Captain Picard.
You mean
Yep.
Professor X?
I have no clue how old he is. Yeah, Captain Picard.
I didn't watch Star Trek, but I watched it, but I don't even know what series I watched. It's all about Star Wars.
Say that one more time.
I said I don't know which Star Trek series I watched because I watched it when I was like 8 or 9. That's like 10, 12 years ago now.
Yeah.
More than 12, it'd be about 14 years ago now. Either way, um, so it's all about Star Wars with me. Kind of
Yeah.
mad
See,
that I'm kind of mad that Disney's doing it. They even injured Harrison Ford. He can't even walk right now. He's got a
I know.
prosthetic leg. But seriously, his leg's still there, but there's like another leg that comes down that's made out of metal so he can walk. Because
That's
he injured
awesome.
his leg. Yeah, it's kind of badass. Like his leg's just at the knee, it's bent out so his leg comes back, and then there's just a metal leg that comes down so he can actually walk. Like that's kind of badass. Dude's gotta be like in his 70s now, and he's still cranking out more moves than ever.
I have a feeling after these next two movies, after this next movie comes out on Star Wars, like the one that's coming out, and then the following one, I have a feeling that they're not going to be in the third one. Or if they are, their parts aren't going to be very big because they're getting old, and what they want to do is they want to shift attention to the new generation. And that's understandable. I have a feeling that this one is going to be about the old generation introducing the new one. The next one is going to be about both generations.
He's 72 years old.
Yeah, he's old, dude.
You know what,
though? Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill were 19 and 20 years old whenever they did Star Wars, okay?
Mark Hamill really
Harrison Ford was 32. He'll get back in shape.
You know what, though? No. Dude. Ugh. I just Wikipedia him. I'm gonna link you. He looks, oh god. He does not look like Luke Skywalker anymore. He's like an old dude that's fat and his face all wrinkled. He's 62 now.
He's 62 years old.
Still, you know what though?
He's 62 years old.
No.
I mean, what do you expect?
I expect him to look like he's 19 again. Now.
I can't hear you, dude. You keep cutting out.
I've got a fan rate behind me, sorry. It's really fucking hot here. Like, if you noticed, I'm not white anymore, I'm tan. Because I went to the beach yesterday. But, no, in the books, like, I've read the Star Wars books 40 years after the Battle of Yavin. Mark Hamill, or Luke Skywalker, is still supposed to be the same guy, except now he's the Grand Master of the Jedi Order. And he's like 70-something. Now, it basically describes him as being like the same weight and height he was when he was 19. But now, at like 70 years old, he's got this 15 to 16-year-old kid. So he had kids late in life. Which I don't really understand. He's at least got to be in his 50s to 60s. So he was 20 when he blew up the Death Star.
Yeah.
And now it's 40 years after that battle, so he's got to be at least 60. Because it's the events of, I think it's the Fate of the Jedi series. It's the series after that.
Which book series?
It's the very last book series that came out.
The what?
It's the last book series. It starts off with Luke Skywalker being banished from Coruscant for leading the attack against his nephew. And then he has to go throughout the galaxy and find out how his nephew became a Flow Walker and how his nephew turned to the dark side. And Ben goes with him. And they battle their way across the galaxy to fight the new Sith Order. Because there's hundreds of Sith coming at them. I take you haven't read that book series, have you? Take it as a no.
That explains a lot. I just found out what the hell's going on. Why you keep breaking up.
What's that?
Okay. That's no. The last one I read was right before the New Jedi Order. Before all that crap happened. There we go. I
Okay.
figured out what was happening. Fucking Steam was updating a game.
Okay. Yeah, I've read the book series after that. We'll get banished
See if we can
because.
get Jessica in here. I can't hear you at all, James.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Nope. He's
Nope.
doing something. There we go.
Okay. Now can you hear me? Hello? You're?
There you are.
Okay.
Man, this is just getting rough. I want to know what's going on. What is dragging so
Hi,
much?
Kelly.
Hi, Jessica.
One sec.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Is Steam really taking up that much of your data?
That's James, not Zach.
How do you have hair? How can you mix me up with him?
Hi, Kelly's friend.
Hi.
I'm Jesse.
Hey, I'm James.
The Steam was just destroying for some reason. I don't know why.
Just close it out.
I'm in sort of a conundrum here.
Oh, I wish I could watch this and see how it looks.
No, a top or bottom.
Anyways, so what you got, Jesse?
What?
What is that noise?
What
Yeah, there's
noise?
some weird noise in the background. Do you have the show open?
Top or bottom?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh,
So,
I was in a call with Noah and.
what's up, Jesse?
Friend. Wait, let's. Jesus Christ. I fucking have to leave. Perfect timing by my family. It was nice being here for like 5 seconds. Bye.
All right. Drop in and drop out. Bye. Anyways, well, that was an interesting interlude.
Anyways,
I still can't hear you, James.
hello.
Hello.
This is definitely a problem on your end, Kelly.
I give up. Hi. I know. I don't know what's going on. I can't figure it out. I'm trying to just get this
Restart the whole stream.
to go. I don't understand.
You got.
I'm trying to give Sim. No, I'm not gonna restart the whole stream. I'm trying to give Sim a few. Huh?
I'm just gonna tell you what I'm trying to say to you because you're not hearing it properly.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Randomly added someone else.
Jesse disappeared.
Huh?
What's up?
Not much.
What happened to Jesse?
She left. She had to leave.
They last for like 5 seconds.
How'd you get a link?
I have my ways.
Did Jesse give you a link?
No.
So who's this, Kelly?
That's Noah.
What's up,
He's
James?
alright.
Eh.
Yeah, Jesse gave you a link.
Someone named no one.
Yeah, he's no one.
I said Noah.
I know.
Check out the video title I just put in the description. Or in the chat.
Shit.
Yeah, could you just make a little bit more noise in the background, Noah?
I'm sure he could.
Yeah, I can if you'd like. I can get the dogs going.
I can open my door to the hallway if you'd like, Kelly.
No, we're good. Oh, man.
Come on, horse.
Oh, fuck this. I'm turning the fan back on. It's so hot here, man. It's not even funny.
It's alright, dude. I'm completely derailed on subjects right now. I had a couple, and then Sim disappeared. Then Jesse came on, and then Noah came on.
Mark Hamill is coming back to Star Wars, apparently.
Yeah, he's coming back as Luke Skywalker, and so is Carrie Fisher coming back as Leia, and so on and so forth.
They're
The other
making
day
Star Wars.
they announced all the old actors are coming back except for Mark Hamill. But
No.
his Wikipedia page says he's coming back.
He's coming back.
That
Trust
would
me,
be kind of funny because he looks like he's gotten a little plump over the years. Have the
Yep.
plump Luke Skywalker.
He'll lose weight. Trust me. Now, my only question is Billy D. Williams doing it too?
They're
Orlando?
making a new Star Wars.
Yes. There you go.
Wait.
It's Lando.
You've never heard? You haven't heard this? Star Wars Episode 7. It's coming out like next year, year after.
No, I
Yeah.
don't know about this.
2015.
Yeah. Probably, but they've already cast a new Boba Fett. Boba Fett will be in the 7th movie.
Nice.
He's an old dude. They want to show Boba as like a really old guy. So it's after
Okay.
the cloning incident. Because there's a whole thing about Boba trying to beat the cloning gene.
Mhm.
It's really weird, but that's in the books too.
Yeah, that's betrayal, isn't it?
Yeah, betrayal something.
Betrayal of the Force. Anyways, do we know if Lando's going to be in the new movies or not?
There's a link to Star Wars Episode 7 here, main article. J.J. Abrams directing, starring John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, Oscar Isaac, Andy Serkis, who was in the Lord of the Rings movies as, what's his
Gollum.
face? My Precious, that guy.
Gollum.
Dom in Hall Gleason, Max von Shadow, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Anthony Daniels, Peter Mayhew, Kenny Baker, music by John Williams, that guy's still alive, ironically, Daniel Minel, for cinematography, and then it's a bunch of people I've never fucking heard of. You know what? The Game of Thrones girl is gonna be on it too. The female knight, she's supposed to be in it as well. And everyone just muted themselves.
Is there background noise?
And somewhat.
Alright, I'll just get out because I asked him to be quiet and he refuses.
Oh no, it's just the dog barking every once in a while.
No, I'm just gonna get out. Alright, see you guys.
Yeah. Welcome to Sub Sunday. We cannot hold people today, apparently. Holy fuck, that guy kind of does look like Chewbacca. So, and Kelly's not back yet. So, welcome to Canadian Sunday 1. I'm currently looking through who is playing in the new Star Wars movie and what roles they're playing. Apparently, a lot of the actors are coming back to play roles such as the guy who played Chewbacca, R2D2 rather, and different shit like that.
Wow. I go away for like 2 minutes to handle something with the dogs. I come back, and
If I said there was time, he said you're just gonna leave because of the noise in the background. But
he was
apparently,
fine. I could barely hear him.
I don't know. He just said he was gonna get out. But apparently, they're having a lot of people from the original Star Wars movies reprise their role. Like the guy who played R2D2 rather.
Kenny Baker.
No, it's some other dude. It's Kenny Baker.
I was about to say everybody's coming back. Kenny Baker's R2. Peter Mayhew is Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
And Anthony Daniels is C-3PO.
Yeah. Yeah. All the brand name guys like the Luke Skywalker, Leia, which her name's wrong in this movie, but whatever, and Harrison Ford are like they're coming back, and they got a link in Wikipedia what characters they're gonna play. Which, guess what? Their Princess Leia's name is wrong in this Wikipedia page, whatever. Gwendolyn Christie, she's the female knight from Game of Thrones, I'm pretty sure. Or no. Yeah, she's the female knight in Game of Thrones. She's coming on to play some role in Star Wars. Wow, she actually looks a lot better in her Wikipedia page now. Apparently she was in the Hunger Games as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so at least she's breaking out. But yeah, there's a bunch of like people I've heard their names before, but I don't exactly know who they are. But to answer your question, it doesn't look like Lando, the original guy who played Lando, is going to be back.
Okay, well that sucks.
All
right. So I'm gonna go ahead and call the show. I think we've been on for about a little bit an hour, and we've had like the last funky 10 minutes or so.
Just call it tech issues for Sub Sunday Tech Issues.
Sub Sunday Tech Issues. So listen, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And sorry about the funky up and down of people coming and going, and the noise and the barking and stuff like that. This is about my subscribers, and not every situation is perfect. Noah didn't have to leave, but he did, so that's fine. I'm gonna try to get him back eventually. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Have a nice day. Say goodbye, James.
Bye. Oh God.